Hey, welcome back to the SketchUp Beginner Course, Learn 3D Modeling from Scratch. In Chapter 3, Episode 1, as promised, we will start assembling the Mario 3D model. And we're going to expand the project over the upcoming episodes. Our final project goal is a Mario version of the game board Ludo. And we're starting right now. As we want to assemble the Mario 3D model, please go ahead and download the project file with all the spare parts from the video description. After downloading, click on Open, My Computer, and select the downloaded .skp file. Now save the project in the cloud. Name the file Mario Assembling and click on Save here. To learn the workflows, we will build the first Mario model together. It may seem simple at first, but we need to think carefully about how the parts will fit together before we build it. And for further practice and repetition, there's also a second Mario model to assemble on your own. Before we get down to the real work, we're going to display the shadow cast in SketchUp. This will help us to see how the parts are rotated inside the 3D viewport. Under the panels on the right, we will click on Display and activate the shadows with this button. We can also change the time of day to adjust the shadow. Short shadows will look less dramatic. So set the time to something like 10 AM. After we have adjusted the shadows, we can close the panel. The tools we need for aligning and assembling were already covered in Chapter 1, Episode 5. It's the Select tool, the Move tool, and the Rotate tool. Since it makes sense to build the model from bottom to top, we start with the feet. We will always align the parts at the center, so that we can use the axis for orientation. We now select the foot and move it to the center by using the Move tool with the M key. Grab the foot at this corner point and move it freehand until it snaps to the center point. To align the foot, we press the Q key for the Rotate tool and place it at this corner point along the green axis. We can align our view accordingly or press the left arrow key. In this exercise, we will always place the tool on the corner points of the object, not outside at the boundary box. This way, the objects can be aligned correctly. Before we attach the second foot, we connect the torso so that we can determine the exact distance for the second foot. Therefore, we press the spacebar to get to the select mode and click on the torso. We will attach it to the foot according to the template. Press the M key for the Move tool and grab the torso at this corner point. We connect it to the center of the foot and then press the Q key to rotate it. We will place the tool to the lower corner point along the green axis. Confirm the guideline at the opposite point and align the torso. Now to create the second foot, we will duplicate the first one. Select the foot with the Select tool and press the Q key to rotate. If we now press the Control key once, a small plus symbol appears next to our cursor. As soon as we grab our selected object, it will be duplicated. But we will not place it at the foot, but instead at the center of the torso along the blue axis. We confirm the guideline at the right outer edge. After we have duplicated and rotated the foot, we only have to move it along the right axis. So press the M key to grab the foot at this corner point and let it snap at the front of the torso. Next, select the left arm for editing. To move it, we press the M key and grab the arm at this midpoint. If we now place it at the top midpoint of the torso, one more rotation is enough to complete the alignment. So press the Q key for the Rotate tool, place it at the center along the green axis. In this case, it will be easier if we press the left arrow key. Then confirm the guideline from the center to the upper corner and rotate the arm until it snaps into the right position. To place the right arm, we use a similar ingenious method. Switch to select mode with the spacebar and click on the arm. With the M key, we use the Move tool to grab the arm at this right corner point. Then we place it at the upper right corner of the torso. To align the arm, we press the Q key for the Rotate tool. Now place it at this corner point along the red axis and confirm the guideline at the center of the arm. And rotate until it snaps into the final position. And this brings us to the head of the whole thing, which is twisted in all axes. What a mess! Let us first connect the head with the torso, so that we can see better how far the axes have to be rotated. So take the Select tool with the spacebar, click on the head, and then press the M key to move it. Since the head has to be placed in the middle of the torso, we grab the head at the center and let it snap to the back center of the torso. To rotate, we press the Q key and start at the left corner point, along the green axis. Again, make sure that you grab the real object and not the boundary box. Confirm the guideline at the opposite side and rotate along this axis until it's straight. We repeat this step on the top along the blue axis and on the front along the red axis. One last adjustment is missing. Press the M key to move it. Grab the center point of the head and place it to the correct position on the torso. Now you can assemble the second Mario model. I will fast forward the video at this point because all workflows are the same. If you still want to see how I do it, you can rewatch the first assembly or set the playback speed of the video to 0.5 using the YouTube settings. But first, try to get along on your own and think carefully about how you can assemble the parts with as few steps as possible. You're going pro if you can assemble each part in 3 steps. The only spare part that takes 4 steps is the head. Alright, well done. So in the next episode, we will continue with this project and make a game piece out of the Mario model. So we will finish this episode by updating the project in the cloud. Were we able to assemble the pieces within 3 steps? Let us know in the comments below. And if not, don't worry, because practice makes perfect. So, if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel to never miss any new video. and I will see you in the next episode.